Hey guys, and welcome to another live stream. As I promised, I'm sorry I'm a bit late due to having been really busy. Gonna be busy tomorrow. 1 minute. Oh, come off of it. Damn! This is not good. Okay, so I'm gonna share to my group. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna start off with still in my game actually decided to die on me, this one, so we've got to start all over again. We've been breeding Togepi and also just getting ready for Washington DC, which I will be playing in the Open on the 17th to the 18th. Let's get started. Let's get right into it. Okay. Oh, I've got the wrong game. Sorry about that, I've got the wrong game on my... Oh, damn it. Sorry about this. The seems like the SD card said it couldn't be read, but again. It always happens, this one. It's quite an old SD card. It's fairly new, but I've had it since, and it's not even... I'm just going to check, see if I put it in right. Yeah, I put it in right. Sorry about this. Okay. Okay, let's get this thing. It'll say, I'm going to update the game anyway. This is my game I will be taking with me to the Washington Open, this one, because it has my teams on it. On my Ultra Moon, I do all my EV training on here, breeding and all that, so then I get them ready for like teams and all that. So if you want to have a look at my team, just to let you know, none of these are actually for trade. None of them. I'm sorry. Okay, we start with my trusty Rayquaza. And we just... So here we are, he's hyper trained and everything. He's carrying the assault vest. I'll just put that to one side. 1 minute. Okay. None of them are actually for trade, so I do apologise. We've got Solgaleo with the Solgaleo Z. He's hyper trained. We've got Incineroar with the Avagberry. He was bred specifically for a fast team. Well, not a fast team, but it was built either way. A minute. Then we have Tapu Koko. He's hyper trained. Yeah. Then we have Tapu Fini. This is, if you must know, these are actually original, right? I've soft reset them, so none of these are actually fake. You know, hacked mons, you know? I try to soft reset certain ones. Yeah. Alright. Then we got Smeagol. Smeagol is a Pokemon, he has Wide Guard, Follow Me, Lovely Kiss, Fake Out, which is, you use him on teams that pose a threat to different Pokemon. So Wide Guard stops both Groudon and Kyogre using Percepal Blades and Origin Pulse. Lovely Kiss is there just to put the Pokemon to sleep, I think. Yeah. Wide Guard I just said. Follow Me is to redirect attacks from a Pokemon that like Fake Out or something that can potentially threat the other Pokemon. So like, and then this Fake Out, which is really nice because then you can actually, you know, fake out a Pokemon that is slower than you, like Incineroar. Yeah. With Tapu Fini, Nature's Madness, Scald, Light Screen, Heal Pulse. It's Relaxed Nature. Has the Wiki Berry on it. It's also got Misty Surge, which helps Pokemon from not getting a status condition, meaning that if a Pokemon was to use Spore, it won't work. Then we have Tapu Koko, which is Nature's Madness, Wild Charge, Protect and Volt Switch. Jolly Nature, Iapapa Berry. Then we have Incineroar with the Avagberry, Careful Nature. Intimidate is its hidden ability, which, if you don't know what Intimidate does and you're new to Pokemon VGC, Intimidate lowers the Pokemon's attack stat by 1. It has U-turn. Hey Raymond! How are you, mate? You alright? So this is U-turn, Flare Blitz, Fake Out and Fire Fang. I need to change the Fire Fang, by the way, to either a Snarl, a knockoff, or a Darkest Lariat, actually. Then we have Solgaleo, Sunsteel, Strike, Protect, Trick Room and Superpower. Trick Room is there to be, you can actually use Pokemon like Clefairy to redirect attacks or Smeagol to redirect attacks. So it gives chance for Solgaleo to actually to get set up on Trick Room, and it also has the Solgaleo Z, which it really does its trick because it can actually take down a Xerneas. 252, 252, Timid Xerneas and Modest Xerneas if you're just doing that. So we have this Rayquaza, which is recently new to this team. He has Crunch, Extreme Speed, Dragon Ascent, and Earth Power, and has the Assault Vest, which is quite cool, which is quite good, because Assault Vest keeps him longer in, and he can actually survive against a few things, you know, like a Dazzling Gleam from Xerneas, and I'm not sure about a Moonblast, I'm not sure. Now we have Mawile. Just need to change a few of its moves. Need to trade it over before I do anything. So I'm doing that tomorrow. I'm sorting everything out. But as you can see, it's a 6 IV with the. I'm playing. This is Pokemon Ultra Sun. Since the live stream I'm using doesn't have Ultra Sun thing, you know, to click on it to actually say, yeah, I'm streaming on Ultra Sun. So this is Ultra Sun. There we go. It's Ultra Sun because of the okay, so let's get started. I need to do another trade over. Need to trade over my Nihilego, my level 100 Nihilego. Okay, so then we got Gastrodon. This Gastrodon's got Earth Power, Ice Beam, Protect, Surf, and carries the Expert Belt, Storm Drain, and Quiet Nature. We've got Clefairy with, which is Bold Nature, like I said, with Follow Me. Helping Hand helps you with Pokemon like, if you want to get a really big knockout, like if you're trying to knock out a Xerneas with Solgaleo, go for Helping Hand. If you're in Trick Room, use Helping Hand, and then use Z-Move to knock out the Xerneas. Because with Eviolite, Clefairy can survive a few turns as well. Then we got another one. I finished that. This is the same one, but with Sassy Nature Eviolite. But I do have another one, don't worry. I do have another Clefairy. Oh. So you have Ultra Sun, or don't have Ultra Sun. Well, I've been breeding quite a bit, but like I said before, these are not for trade, these are battle. I'm using these in tournaments and all that, so this one is the Brave Nature Scrappy Kangaskhan. It's really good, this, because it can actually fake out Lunala at first. That's what I've been wanting to do, you know, because Lunala is potentially a threat to like opposing Lunala and other things as well. That's why you carry Scrappy. But then I was like trying to raise I think it's Bonairy on well, I've been breeding them, so I've decided why not breed Bonairy, level it up and all that, and so I don't know, because like these are not for trade. None of them are actually for trade. And some of these have took me ages to get. Then I've got Kyogre, which is another team member of, if you've ever watched the North American, I think it was either North American or the Australian. Yeah, it was the North American. Yeah, Graham won the team with a timid Kyogre, timid Lunala, I've completed the decks, mate. I've completed it. Nearly every single Pokemon game I've got, I've nearly completed the Pokédex. So, then there's this one. It still needs an item. I still need to raise this with bottle caps. That one is Quiet Nature and has Ice Beam, Origin Pulse, Water Spout and Protect. Okay. Sorry about that, mate. I mean, I am going to tournaments in the next few days, so I really trained up for this, so I do apologise. So this team, is on my newest Trick Room team. Well, I've got not on this game. I ain't got Eevee on this game. I've got Eevee on my other game. If you want an Eevee, just gotta find them. These are the games I've actually got. I've got Pokemon Sun, another Sun, Moon, Ultra Moon. One's still new, by the way. I haven't played it yet. Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun. I've got 2 Ultra Suns. I've got to check everything. But I don't have an Eevee on this game because I traded all my Pokemon over to Pokemon Bank for like storage purposes. You know, I was running out of storage on the games. But I can actually trade you an Eevee. I just need to see, I did a lot of cleaning out of is there any specific type of Eevee you want? What nature? Okay, so then we have Lunala, which is another 114. But I do have, I'm testing them, you know, to see which one's which one's good. I'm just going on Pokemon Bank now to see if I've got an Eevee. But the reason why I'm not trading anything is because I'm raising certain Pokemon and using them for battle. I'm just having a quick look. Is there any specific nature you want on Eevee? Do you want egg moves on it? Do you want... Because I'm just checking now to see if I've got any breaded Eevee with egg moves, like Wish and stuff. Let's see. I'm just checking now on my thing. Well, I can actually search. I might as well search. Okay, so we've got a timid, we've got a bold, brave, quirky, calm, timid, modest, calm, modest, calm, jolly, bold, modest, timid, modest, calm, modest, timid, timid, modest, gentle, modest, modest, timid, relaxed, timid, modest, modest, timid, modest, timid, and that's it. So just tell me which one you want. I'll just have a look. Go to Eevee's box, and I'll just check the egg moves. The egg moves are, it's got anticipation, which that means it's got its hidden ability as well. Level 1, not being touched or anything. It's got helping hand, growl, tackle, and tail whip. But I'm just checking to see if I've got any Eevee with wish and the helping hand. Okay. Let me just move that for a minute. Alright, I'll just move that. So these are the Eevees I've got at the minute. I've got, so, timid, bold, I've got brave, quirky, calm, timid, modest, modest, calm, modest, modest, calm, jolly, bold, modest, modest, timid, modest, calm, modest, timid, timid, modest, gentle, modest, modest, timid, relaxed, timid, modest, modest, timid, modest, and timid. So these are the Eevees I've got, and half of them have actually got hidden abilities. I'll just go to the box for this one. This one's got stored power. I think, is it anticipation that? Or it might be adaptability. Now, anticipation is not egg move. Hidden ability. I think it's adaptability. So this one's got stored power, wish, yawn, and charm. I'll just put that over there. So if you want it, let me know if you're still interested in the Eevee. And you can evolve it in anything you want, mate. What we call Sylveon is actually a really good one to have it bold. Vaporeon is another good one. My friend code, if you want it, is this. That's the friend code on my thing. And I'd be gladly to trade you the Eevee if you want. Yeah, well, I've been really busy, and I've also been really tired as well, so, just let me know when you've got that friend code. I will keep this on for a few minutes and then I'll turn it off. So, yeah. this will be the last live stream I do before I go to Washington. Then I will not be doing any more live streaming until the 24th of August, meaning that I will be practically just recovering, because I've never flown before, so this is my first time flying. Reason why is because prices were just so high. If you know what I mean. I thought, because I've got and I'm hoping to go back. I am hoping to go next year as well. I'm hoping to go back next year if everything goes well. I will be doing videos, so I'll be cleaning some stuff as well off my phone. Ready? So we're only going to be doing a minute, and then I'm going back onto my game breeding Togepi. Yeah, I had a bit of cramp this morning. I stretched too far. You know when you're tired and you do a rate stretch. I stretched my calf muscle a bit too tight and pulled it. Okay, if you've got the friend code, let me know. Because I do have the Eevee. I have a Bold Nature Eevee with egg moves as well, Stored Power and Wish. And you can turn it into anything you want. But don't worry, I can easily breed Eevee. So don't worry, I've got an Espeon that I can do breeding with. Okay, so I'm going back on the game now. Okay, there we go. Put that there. Ah, no, nearly lost my games then. I'll just move the games out of the way. Okay, so starting from Lunala. This Lunala has Trick Room, Protect, Wide Guard and Moongeist Beam. Then I've got this one. So this is a bit different. Incineroar, it's Careful Nature. It's a bit like the other one, but instead of using Darkest Lariat or Knockoff or Snarl, you use Throat Chop. Now, if you don't know what Throat Chop does, sound-based moves like Hyper Voice or Primarina's signature move. I forgot what they call it. Sing, Grass Whistle, I think, and Perish Song can't be affected because of the Throat Chop hits the vocal cords of the Pokemon and stops for 2 turns, so it keeps on the field. So moves like Perish Song, Hyper Voice, Boom Burst is a bit different. Boom Burst is not. I think it is a sound base. Is that a sound base move? Boom Burst. Supersonic and not Supersonic. Sonic Boom isn't. But Throat Chop goes for the throat, so it stops Pokemon from using like Sing, Grass Whistle, Hyper Voice, anything like that. Which is really good if somebody's using a Mega Salamence with Hyper Voice. Stops them from using that move for 2 turns. So then it's got Flared Blitz, Fake Out and U-Turn. Fake Out is just for Fake Out pressure. Flared Blitz is an attack that does a lot of damage, but then you get hit recoil damage. And U-Turn is if you attack the Pokemon and then you get it sent back to your party, bringing out another Pokemon. In VGC, you're only allowed to use 4 Pokemon, and those 4 Pokemon, you can't change the 6th Pokemon once you're in the tournament, but you can actually choose 4 of the 6 Pokemon. So like if you had Kyogre, Incineroar, Solgaleo, or Tapu Koko, and other Pokemon, you can actually choose between the 6 Pokemon and choose 4, which will end up going up against the other opponent. Okay, so we have Oranguru. Now, Oranguru was my Pokemon in 2016, at the end of 2016, at the London International Championship. It has Trick Room, Instruct, Psychic and Protect. The reason why it carries Instruct is because it instructs certain Pokemon. It actually nearly made me top 8 in Premier Challenge and Mid-Season Showdown ages ago, and it was really fascinating to actually I paired it up with Celesteela using what they call it, Instruct, with Rock Slide, and it actually did really well because hitting 2 Pokemon and waiting for the flinches and the critical hits to go off, which is amazing as well. Then we have Gardevoir, which I do have the Mega Stone for Gardevoir. This one is slow, Trick Room user. It's modest, choice specs. It's got Protect, Psychic, Trick Room, and Hyper Voice. So, well, Throat Chop does go for Fairy types as well, and since it's a Psychic type, so it just does neutral damage. But that's why you've got Protect as well, and since you're going to be outspeeding, well, not outspeeding, but you can actually potentially protect against the what we call it. So then we have our what we call it, our Nagnadal. It's modest nature, beast boost, choice specs. It has Sludge Bomb, Hidden Power, Fire Blast, and Tailwind. And it's the reason why you want Tailwind on a Nagnadel is I've got 3 Nagnadel, 2 modest and 1 timid. I use more of the timid version, so then you're using Tailwind before anybody else. But then other Pokemon like Tapu Koko, I think, can use Tailwind. I'm not sure. I know Yveltal can. Many people use Yveltal with. So, there we go. Hyper trained in defense. And then we move over to Torkoal, which is another member of my team in 2016 in the main event of the International Championship. It's Quiet Nature. I tried to get a I tried to get an eruption Torkoal, and I didn't get it in time, and it really but it did pay off because it was really bulky. And now that I have a Torkoal on my Pokemon bank that does have eruption, I was on about using it in a tournament. You know, I was like, the games came out 2 weeks before the event started, which I was struggling to make a team. Thanks to a close friend who helped me just in time, and I was really struggling. He helped me out, traded some Pokemon to me and helped me, and I thank him, because if it weren't for him, I would have been stuck in a rut thinking of what team to be using. So I decided to put a team together with Torkoal, Celesteela, Oranguru, and all that. So next we have Gyarados, which is Jolly Nature, with Dragon Dance, Hydro Pump, Hurricane, and Protect. Now I don't know how to get. I mean, I would have really loved back in ages ago. Well, not ages ago, maybe a few weeks ago when the tournament started, you know, the other tournament started, was, what they call it, was the, back in the day, Mega Gyarados, and I actually saw one being ran a few weeks back, and I still need to actually find this set for the Mega Gyarados, and I can actually rebreed Gyarados anyway, since Magikarp is actually very fast to hatch, and yeah. So with Pokemon and then we get Hariyama. Like I told the other guy, these Pokemon are not for trade. I do apologize, but these Pokemon are not for trade. I'm not one of them people who wonder trade my EV trained Pokemon. I mean, I've bred these to what they call it, bred them to perfection and all that. I don't use any cheat devices or thingy. Can't do it anyway, and I don't want to do it anyway, because somebody actually locked themselves out of the Nintendo DS once, and I'm very wary actually that when I, you know, what I do. If you want to know, try Twitch. They will do Wonder Trade if you're that desperate on getting you know, Pokemon and all that. But my Pokemon are not for trade, and I do apologise. But this one is Trick Room. I used him in a battle against a guy on Twitch. I run Close Combat, Fake Out, Heavy Slam and Knockoff. The reason why Heavy Slam is because I was testing out what to use on Heavy Slam. You know, Heavy Slam or another type of move. So I decided, because it has the potential to knock out Xerneas, how you want to run the Haryana. Fake out is, I was gonna go for, I think is it Sheer Force? I was going to go for Sheer Force, but then I was like thinking, should I actually run Guts and put Life Orb on it, make it even worse? Not Life Orb, but Flame Orb or Toxic Orb, and just literally. I was thinking running, instead of knockoff, was Facade, was coming into my head ages ago, because with its ability, Guts gets a rate boost when it's poisoned or burnt. Facade doubles when it's poisoned and burned, so it gets triple. So it's really, really cool. But I did run it, but I didn't run the thingy. So we have Shiny Garchomp. This is what I bred ages ago. It's hyper trained in attack and speed now, and it's got Crunch, Dragon Claw, Dig, and Dragon Rush. I didn't know. I thought it had. I was going to put Protect and other thing on there. So then we have Celesteela. Celesteela is. I love Celesteela. Celesteela was this one. My mate actually gave me Untrained, an Untrained one, and this is the Untrained one. I decided to. I didn't pick up a set. I actually EV trained it myself, and come to think of it, it was actually one of my bulkiest Pokemon on my team. This is the Celesteela I ran before I changed its moves from Stone Edge, from Rock Slide to Stone Edge. But it actually really helped me with Rock Slide because I kept getting flinches and crits and all that. And the girl who was battling opposite me in the mid-season showdown or Premier Challenge, she ended up retreating. She ended up forfeiting both matches. So I paired it up against so on my team in the Premier Challenge, I'm not talking about the International Championship, this is a Premier Challenge. My team, I ran Tapu Bulu, Drampa, Celesteela, Oranguru, Torkoal, and something else. Because I lent my mate my Drampa in the mid-season showdown, and he said it did really, really well. And I've still got the Drampa somewhere. So we have Muck. Now Muck was a big thing back in the day of Sun and Moon, and beginning of Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. It has the power of alchemy, and it's actually a really good thing. Once my mate and I battled, and he used what they call it. He used Muck with the Smeagol, and what happened, right? I fainted his Smeagol, and little did I know that power of alchemy. When one of the opponent's Pokemon is knocked out, the Pokemon with power of alchemy gains a new ability, which is Moody. Was the Smeagol's ability. It got Moody, and then it became a threat. It became a big threat, because you don't want to Muck with 2 times attack and then 1 special attack that drop, and then it start getting really really, really bad very quick. So the best one that you could use is Black Sludge. Black Sludge, Black Sludge or something outside. Assault Vest can, but you do need to carry Minimize for the thing, for it to work. Okay, so we're going to Crocodile. This one is Adamant, Intimidate, and Choice Scarf. It's got Choice Scarf, which means that I'm going to knock off the Choice Scarf anyway. But I was just testing it out. Well, actually I traded it and put it on Crocodile Foot Trade, and I forgot to take it off actually. Okay, so next we have another Pokemon. Arcanine, Intimidate, Flare Blitz, Wild Charge, Extreme Speed, and Protect. The reason why I chose Wild Charge was because my mate, acquaintance, she used Arcanine, the same set, the same attacks, but I'm not sure if she used Jolly Nature. I'm not sure if she used Jolly Nature or something like that. But the reason why you can actually use Electronium Z. Electronium Z, which is quite useful because of, you know, you can use the Gigavolt Havoc and all that. And it's quite fun as well. Next Pokemon is Necrozma. Duskmane Necrozma. This one is Brave Nature, Prism Armor, Safety Goggles. This stops Pokemon like Amoonguss from using Rage Powder, Spore, and also stops Pokemon like Abomasnow from using Snow Warning, Hail, and even Sandstorm or Sandstream abilities. This one's a bit different from the Solgaleo one. This one's got Photon Geyser, Trick Room, Protect, and Sunsteel Strike. Took me 5 hours to get that. Bad boy. And this one. This is the Medicham, Jolly Nature Pure Power. I do need to change some of its moves, like its Bide and its Meditate. I did forget some of its moves when I traded over. Okay, starting again, we get Tesserina. Tesserina, Brave Nature, Sweet Veil. Now, oh, minute, so if you don't know what Sweet Veil does, Sweet Veil prevents your Pokemon from falling asleep. So it prevents ally Pokemon and all your Pokemon in your that you've chose from falling asleep. So it's got High Jump Kick, Helping Hand, Power Whip, and Protect. We've got another Kangaskhan here. We've got a Jolly Nature Kangaskhan. This Kangaskhan has Early Bird. I don't know why. I was trying to get Scrappy, but it has Sucker Punch, Low Kick, Double Edge, Fake Out. And then we get Ribombee. Ribombee I used in the Petite tournament. Remember, they had to be a specific size in the tournament. And my team consisted of Katana, Ribombee, Eevee, something else I can't remember. and something else. But this team, oh yeah, Oricorio as well. Oricorio pom-pom version, which has Dancer. So when you have Quiver Dance, it starts doing Quiver Dance as well due to its ability being Dancer. So what it does is it picks up that move and uses it to boost up its special defense. I think it's special defense by one special defense. Special attack and speed by one stage. I think it's one stage. Then we get Eevee. This took me ages to Eevee train. Well, level up actually. It's got Helping Hand, Double Edge, Baton Pass and Last Resort. So yeah. But I did get the Evian Z, yeah. Then we move over to Xerneas. This one helped me claim top 4 in the UK in the World Championship friendlies that I went online. It was a global link online tournament. Just after the World Championships. I think it was, yeah, it was before the World Championships. And it was using the what they call it, it was using the Ultra Series thing before it actually started. And it actually got me top 4 in the UK, which is kind of cool. So if you see there we go. So the blue means it's Eevee trained. I trained it in HP. I wanted it to, you know, to get it all set up and all that. It's got Geomancy, Protect, Dazzling Gleam and Moonblast. I was thinking of running different moves like Horn Leech, but I decided no, I'm not gonna do that. So then we got Tornadus. This one's timid. It's got ability Prankster. Prankster means that your attacks like Taunt and Tailwind will go first. But there is Pokemon that can stop that. Dark type Pokemon can actually stop Prankster from working. We've got another Incineroar. This is a shiny Incineroar. This is another Pokemon. No, this is not. This is one of the Pokemon I used at the World Championship friendlies. It didn't do very well because it was easily KO'd. And if you want to see its stats and all that, it's Eevee trained and all that. I don't know why I put it in 252. I could have at least put it more in special defense and all that. But it was just, I just trained it the best way I could. But it's got Flare Blitz, U-Turn, Fake Out and Snarl, and it's carrying the Assault Vest. Then we got another Celesteela, Heavy Slam, Leech Seed, Protect and Flamethrower. This is what caught people off guard. And I'm actually very proud of this, because when I was running the Modest Celesteela, they would actually taunt me. And I'm actually thinking, I'm glad you've just taunted me because I'm not carrying Leech Seed. And it was really funny, the look on their faces when they found out I wasn't carrying Leech Seed. And it had them really, really puzzled. And that's one mind game I liked, is like making them think that I'm carrying Leech Seed. while I'm not. It's like I went to Leeds, the Leeds tournament, which made me come 6th place out of 20, and one thing led to another, and it was really funny, because my mate who I battled in 2016, and I won him, and one thing led to another. He says, "Oh, you're carrying Megastone," and I'm like thinking, no, I'm not. You know, I wanted him to think I was. So battle started, and this kid who I ended up battling in one at things, because I ended up battling him, won him, ended up battling another person, I won him, and then I was up against this kid, and I'm like thinking, it was one of kids who actually went to Worlds, and it actually threw him off guard, because I was because of Rotom, Heat Rotom, because I actually ran Chestoberry Rest Rotom, and reason I actually picked that up from Brendan Zeng, actually running the Rotom with Chestoberry, and I thought this team is quite good. It's bulky, it's got what it wants, and it was Rotom was like very good back in the day when it was at its highest peak, when it could actually do you know, like Rotom. I used in 2013 Rotom Frost. I used I've used Rotom Frost, Rotom Wash, and Heat Rotom, and I love Heat Rotom because I actually used what they call it, you know, got the inspiration off of Brandon Zhang, who won the World Championships in 2013 with his team, and I just decided to, you know, go and get it. You know, I was like, yeah, why not? So I did that, and it did really well. It got me 6th place. And then we come to Timid Nature. This one's not EV trained yet. I'm gonna EV train it anyway. This one is gonna be a 252 foreign special, foreign either special defense or HP. But it's got Tailwind, Roost, Thunderbolt, and Hidden Power. And I would actually go with maybe. Well, I was thinking, because maybe a berry or something, or I'm not sure yet. Then we get Savalai. Savalai is one of the Pokemon that many people used to run back in the day, alongside Type Null with Eviolite. This one has Crush Claw, Multi-Attack, X-Scissor, and Air Slash. And I was going to put the Assault Vest on it. But you can't, the only downfall with Savala, you can't breed him because he's one of a kind. Then we come to Metagross. Metagross, really cool Pokemon. It can Mega Evolve, and it's got, you know, when it Mega Evolves, it gets its ability Iron Fist, which makes Bullet Punch, Meteor Mash, and Amaham more of a heavy hitter or a hard hitter. It's got clear body, which means Intimidate won't affect Metagross. There's only a few Pokemon that has clear body, and that is Tentacool, Tentacruel, Regirock, Regice, Registeel, Beldum, Metang, and Metagross. They're the only ones with clear body. What clear body does, if a Pokemon uses Intimidate, that's a Intimidate ability, it won't affect Metagross. It will just not do a thing. So its attack won't drop and its attack won't go up or anything. Then we come to this one, which is another Zapdos. This has got the Avog Berry. It's a pinch berry. That means if its HP gets really low, it gets back nearly not full health, but quarter of full health. It has Heat Wave, Discharge, Roost, and Thunderbolt. I am gonna change Discharge actually and put Protect on it. Yeah. Kyogre again, Bold Nature, Protect, Water Spout, Thunder, and Scald. This is it's got 252 HP. And it can actually survive a few things as well. We've got Volcarona, which I ended up breeding. But I've been breeding a few more Volcarona, actually. This one's got Protect, Rage Powder, Tailwind, and Overheat. You can actually run you can run a bulky Volcarona with Quiver Dance as well, but other attacks are possible. You don't need, you know, this type of moves. You can actually look on www.trainertower.com, and I think it's trainertower.com or trainertower.org, and it will give you sample teams of the players. Also give you ideas as well on how to actually use different types of Pokemon, what teams people are using. There's also Pikalytics as well. Pikalytics, it takes everything from the global link and puts it on one site. Also, it gives you the sets people have been using. It also gives you items what specific people have used on their Pokemon, specific move sets. So you get the list of moves what people have used, as well as what Pokemon they've used on their team, which will work well with Volcarona. So if you want to have a look at him, this is Volcarona. He has 20 in HP, 252 speed, and then, wait, I'm trying to think, 232 in special attack. But it also has a bit in defense as well, so to try and... He's timid, so you can, yeah. Then we come to Tapu Koko. Another one that helped me become top 4 in the World Championship friendlies. Thunderbolt, Dazzling Gleam, Volt Switch, and Hidden Power. Volt Switch is a bit like U-turn, really. It sends out a electric switch, like electric Volt Switch. Brings back the Pokemon back to its ball, ready for later, and then just uses another Pokemon to replace that. And it's really cool because I've got another Tapu Koko. I've got a few. This one's got 252 speed. I think it's got 250 in special attack, and then I think it's got, I don't know if it's 248. It might be 248 and 4 in HP. Yeah. Oh no. So yeah, it might have got 6 or 8 in HP or something like that. Hidden power, it's got hidden power ice, which makes it really cool. Because hidden power ice, you need both attack and defense at 30 to make it hidden power ice. So we come to one dragon Pokemon called Kommo-o, or Kommo-o, something how you pronounce it. It's got adamant and it's got bulletproof, dragon claw, poison jab, sky uppercut, and protect. But I'm gonna change one of its. I'm gonna change its sky uppercut to is it Changeling scales or something like that, due to the Z move. And then we come to Aegislash. This one's got weakness policy. This took me ages to get as well. This one's got Sacred Sword, King's Shield, Wide Guard and Gyro Ball, and has the weakness policy. It has what? So it has Sacred Sword, King Shield, Wide Guard, and Gyro Ball. I was actually going to change Gyro Ball into. Well, no, I might leave it because with. I've seen many people run different movesets. Actually, I've seen people run Swords Dance, King Shield, Wide Guard and Gyro Ball. But I've also seen people use or run Shadow Sneak as well. So we come this one as well, Talonflame, Adamant, Gale Wings, Life Orb, Tailwind, Flare Blitz, Brave Bird and Taunt. Reason why I used this is because of Pokemon like Xerneas, you know, Tailwind for like Tailwind purposes, so my team would be a lot faster. And everything that does it, you know, try and outspeed most things. But there's other Tailwind users. You don't have to go with this. You can go with any Tailwind Pokemon you like. Tornadus, Lunala can learn Tailwind, Yveltal can learn Tailwind, Togekiss can learn Tailwind, Naganadel can learn Tailwind, even Mega Salamence as well can learn Tailwind. So you have an array of Pokemon that can learn Tailwind. So if you want to check its stats out, this is 252 attack, 252 speed, 6 in HP. Okay, so we come to Rayquaza. This one actually didn't do really well. I was running Tailwind. I was going to change one of its moves. Like, I was going to put Assault Vest on it, see how it did, but I've already got Assault Vest running now. This one is Swords Dance, Extreme Speed, Protect and Dragon Ascent. It's Adamant, and it's got Airlock, which stops the Pokemon like Drizzle, Groudon with Drought, Abomasnow with other, you know, like Snow Warning or Hail, Sandstorm, Sandstream, you name it, everything. But then it gets its other ability when it Mega Evolves and gets Delta Stream. So I'm not sure how. Yeah, I tried you running Tailwind, Talonflame, and everybody just kept outspeeding Rayquaza, even with Choice Scarf Rayquaza. So I was like Dragon Ascent. Oh wait, no, it was Focus Sash. Meaning that they were double target. They were actually doubling into the Rayquaza instead of the Talonflame. This one. Oh, thank you so much for the subscription. I can't believe I'm speechless actually. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it very much. So this one is Jolly Nature's Sandvale Expert Belt, Dragon Claw, Rock Slide, Earth Power and Crunch. I was going to change the Crunch into Protect. We've got another box yet of EV trained Pokemon. I've just turned off at computer. Why? So Nagnadel. This is my Nagnadel. That I actually raised. It took me a long time to get this one. This one is. It's not cough. This one is Timid Nature. Nagnadel, which took me ages to actually get. I was like thinking, if it took me any longer, it'd probably be shiny. So it's got Protect, Fire Blast, Tailwind, and Sludge Bomb. I did have a synchronized, so I had a Mew synchronized Timid Nature to try and get it, and it did. But I was trying to get IVs on it, you know, to get good IVs on it, which I did eventually, and. Because I only had to hyper train its attack, and I don't know why I hyper trained it in attack. Special attack would have been. But yeah, there we go. And it's actually quite fast as well. So it's this one was on my team from the World Championship friendlies. I tested him out and did pretty well, actually. So we go on to Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele with 252 special attack, 252 speed, 6 in defense, and a bit in special defense actually. So it's got. So its attacks are Psychic, Thunderbolt, Moonblast and Protect, and it has Rocky Helmet because I wanted to put Rocky Helmet on this thing. And this thing just, you know, Psychic Surge stops Pokemon from using fast damaging moves like Extreme Speed, Fake Out, and other, like Volt Switch as well. So it's really useful, actually. Amoonguss. Now, I always did this, you know, put a Rocky Helmet on Amoonguss, but sometimes I've seen people put Black Sludge on Amoonguss. I've seen Life Orb Amoonguss, Assault Vest Amoonguss. This one's got Spore, Rage Powder, Protect and Sludge Bomb. But I was going to, I had another attack which I wanted to run instead of the Sludge Bomb, which was another another poison type move, which is, I think it's poison, which is Clear Smog, which does damage but also puts stats back to normal. It's a bit like Haze, really. I mean, it's a bit like a damaging version of Haze. So, alright. So that's how we've raised him. 252 HP, and then we just decided to so how he is. It's Bold Nature, but I was trying to get Sassy, Calm, Relaxed. So we come to another Pokemon that I really like with Chlorophyll. This is one Pokemon that I used in the tournament as well. In the main event. This one is Mega Drain, Quiver Dance, Solar Beam, and Sleep Powder. I was like thinking because I was using Torkoal at the time with Drought, because you couldn't use in the beginning of Pokemon Sun. You couldn't run Mega Stones. You could only run Z moves. And I ran Lilligant, Torkoal. I forgot half that team already. But it was like, with Chlorophyll, you just literally just pull out Torkoal, put Lilligant on the field, and it's like literally you're the fastest thing on the field now with Lilligant. Putting everything to sleep or Quiver Dancing to get enough bulk as well to try and stop opposing Pokemon. And it's 252, 6 HP. So it's a Pokemon that I really love. Okay, so Salamence. Salamence is one of my personal favourites. This is a modest Salamence with safety goggles. This stops Pokemon from putting this thing to sleep. And you know, because back in the day when you could run like Venusaur, or you know, I think you can run Venusaur back in the day. Wait, I'm trying to think. I don't think you can. Back in the day, it was like putting stuff to sleep or stop it from getting inflicted by chip damage from Sandstorm and all that. So safety goggles was my personal favourite item. Yeah, it's 252, 6 in HP. I love it. And then we have Primarina. This one's different. I was trying to. Oh, this is the move that when Throat Chop hits, you can't use it. So this one's got. This is modest and it has its torrent ability. I was trying to get, even though I've actually got a what they call it, liquid. I've actually got its hidden ability, not Primarina, but Poplio with a liquid voice, and I forgot what liquid voice does because I have not been on it, but I can check later on. This one's modest, and it has Encore, Moonblast, Hydro Pump, and Sparkling Aria. If Primarina gets hit by Throat Chop, it can't use Sparkling Aria for 2 turns or 3 turns because it hits the voice box, so then the Pokemon can't actually do any sound-based attacks. Yeah, it's quite bulky. It's quite bulky Pokemon. And then we come to this Garfield, the cat. Who likes lasagna? Okay, so this one is Power Gem, Dark Pulse, Bite, and Fake Out. I know many people don't like this Pokemon, but I love it in a... I don't like its design. That's one thing I don't like. I don't like its design. It reminds me of too much of Garfield. But this one with the ability Fur Coat, you know, halves the damage of physical moves. So then it takes it. It's like, you know, like certain. It's a bit like if a big move came, it will half that damage if it's a physical hit. If it's a physical move like quick attack, anything with a physical has like a little orange, you know, a red background with like a firework design, meaning to say that's a physical attack. So like extreme speed, quick attack, which are all physical type moves. It will halve that damage. And also it works really well with Assault Vest as well, so you can actually raise it in, you could go for like 252 HP, put some in special attack and then some in speed, and it does really well. It actually, but also you can actually run Parting Shot as well. So Z-move Parting Shot, and it does really well with that as well, because I've actually seen people run this Pokemon, and it's amazing. It's really, really amazing to run this Pokemon on teams. You know, like if you want a great supporter, but also it has fake out pressure as well, which makes it more interesting. So Parting Shot, it can be used, so it can take quite a few blows as well, because of its ability Fur Coat. It halves the damage of physical type moves. Not special, because it easily gets hit by special type moves. We come to Togekiss. One Pokemon that just literally used to get really, really, really used a lot is, this is Modest Togekiss with Serene Grace. It has Hyper Voice, Protect, Psychic, and Heat Wave. Now, if you don't know what Serene Grace does, Serene Grace, it gives you quite a little advantage. It actually, with Serene Grace, when you're doing like moves like Thunderbolt, Heat Wave, Psychic, it actually puts, it actually ups the what they call it, the like bonus material. So like if you get Heat Wave, it can actually gives it 30% chance burn, or with the so like certain moves like Blizzard, it will give it more chance to actually freeze a Pokemon. So if you so it gives you more chance of freezing a Pokemon. So it boosts the likelihood of additional effects. That's what I'm trying to say. Additional effects. So like if it was going to go Air Slash, it would up that power to actually cause a flinch. So every time you do a move that has a added effect, so like if it can run Thunderbolt, meaning that it has a likelihood of additional effects, meaning it would get paralyzed, occurring when attacking. So this one is this one I was going to run Air Slash, but changed my mind with Hyper Voice, Protect, Psychic, and Heat Wave. Heat Wave does give additional effect, which is Burn, which makes it more interesting. And this is how I'm breeding Togepi, but I'm breeding a specific one, which is I'm breeding, there's the Hustle one, the Hustle Togepi, also the Serene Grace. Also, this guy, Donphan. Brave nature, sturdy. Sturdy is what it does is that if it's like a bit like a focus sash, a built-in focus sash. So what happens, its ability will get activated if that Pokemon gets down to 1 HP. And it will say activate that ability with Sturdy. So it has Ice Shard, Heavy Slam, Earthquake and Play Rough. The reason why I do Heavy Slam was because Ice Shard goes first. But you've got to be careful when you're up against Tapu Lele, because it won't hit because it's a damaging move. And I've come off the PC again. Okay, let's do that again. Another Pokemon is Mudsdale. Now, Mudsdale is quite interesting Pokemon. It's got the ability Stamina. Now, Stamina, once it gets hit by an opposing attack, its defense will get a boost. Every single time when your opponent hits you, this Pokemon will get a defense boost. It has high... If you want to see its stats, there's its stats. Or what they call it. I think we've got a bit more. No. Okay. Another Celesteela. This is a Brave Nature. This is nearly the same thing. Heavy Slam, Leech Seed, Protect and Flamethrower. This one, instead of raising its special defense, it raises its attack instead. Arcanine again. Eject button. This one, I was going to change it. Yeah. It's really good, yeah, but not that good with flame charge and all that. Okay, so we get to Beware. This Pokemon is not as good as some, but it's got the ability Fluffy. If you don't know what Fluffy does, it does have Armor Harm, Wide Guard, Ice Punch and Thunder Punch. So, what Fluffy does, I already told people that these Pokemon are not for trade. I do apologise, but these Pokemon are not for trade. So what Fluffy does is it halves the damage taken from moves that have direct contact, but doubles that of fire type moves. So it's really good if you have Beware to carry a Fire Punch attack, because it doubles the damage, which is really cool. Also has Red Card as well. I just want to make it clear that these Pokemon are not for trade. I do apologise, but I've told everybody on this that these Pokemon are not for trade. So we come to Porygon. I can battle you if you want. Just let me know which format you want. I do VGC19, which is use 2 legends, which is current format for the official Pokemon tournaments and all that. I've already got my team ready anyway, so I want to test it out anyway. Okay, so if you want my... I'll just save game. So if you want to know my friend code, if you want to have that battle, there's my friend code. but I'm not, because I had a battle with one person, and he wanted a Pokemon, and I told him, I kept telling him they weren't for wins or trades and all that. It's just, I've had that experience before. It's no problem. I mean,